probably an emotional game for you guys and the seniors, this being your last regular season home game. What do you feel is kind of the legacy of the senior class?
You know, just hopefully that we left the program better than when we found it, really is probably the biggest goal for us. And we feel like we kind of accomplished it. We could have done a lot better, you know, and we're going to just try to go out and win on Saturday. And that'll probably be the biggest legacy that we left is that we just want to win.
Knowing you have a bowl game, does that kind of diminish the significance of this weekend's game? I mean, not as far as senior night goes and the emotional impact of that.
Yeah, I mean, knowing that we're probably going to play another game at Qualcomm probably lessens it a little bit, but it's still a big game for us. You know, so it's still pretty significant.
What's the pulse of the defense right now after the last couple of weeks?
We got to play better. There isn't really two ways to go about it. We haven't played up to our standard for the last 2 weeks, and it's been really disappointing because the offense has really come out and played very well. And for us not to be able to perform at their level and match them and try to complement them is really disappointing. So you know, it's just we got to get back to the basics for us. Play hard, execute, which we haven't done a very good job of the last few weeks, and just play better.
Anything else for the players?
Ryan, when you watch the film, what did you see of Saturday's game?
You know, I thought we did a good job of executing a lot of the stuff that we wanted to go out there and do, what Coach Borders gave us to do as far as the game plan. I think in the second half, we could have played better, you know, scored some more points. But you know, it really just comes down to the little things. I think there was little stuff, you know, especially at the end of the half, I throw to Marco and other little stuff like that. But I think for the most part, you know, we did a good job. I mean, we went out there and we moved the ball pretty well, but we just need to score more points and execute when we get down in the red zone.
Did you like that spread? Would you like to see that more in the next two games?
You know, I think it's Coach Borders does an awesome job of kind of just seeing what the opposing defenses do well and just kind of works at it and just sees what we can do against them with what we have as our skill set, either with Ronnie or the way the offensive line is working. So I think it's been working out good for us, and I think he'll dial up some good stuff this week.
For either of you guys, I know the seniors talk about leaving a legacy or turning this program around, but what has it meant to see a lot of alumni around this year? It seems like in Warriors in the past that hasn't really been the case, but they're on the sidelines, they're supporting you guys, they're coming back, saying how proud they are to be Aztecs now. I mean, what does that mean? What kind of impact does that have on you?
Yeah, I think it's big. I think when we talk about a legacy and the program that we have here, it's not just about us. You know, we play for our seniors every year, and we're going to go out, and this game's going to be big for us, especially as underclassmen, with what we do this week in practice for these guys and their last game at home. But you know, it's awesome. You know, you always take pride in what you do. You take pride in ownership and what we've done, and having guys come back and say that they're proud of us and they're happy for what we've been doing is great. You know, you always look for that as an Aztec family, especially in the football community.
Ryan, one of the things Coach said was he thought UNLV was playing their best ball in these final 4 weeks. Do you guys feel like you're playing your best ball these final 4 weeks?
You know, I think we're getting there. I think there's aspects that we played well. I think we need to put a full game together. You know, like Ernie said, they need to do some things better. And I think, but it's a good opportunity. Every time you go out there, you want to play better than you did before. And I think it's just with this week of practice to go out there and we're playing at home. We always love playing at home in front of the home crowd. And it'll be a good opportunity for us to play a team, like Coach Oak said, that's playing solid right now. It'll be a great competition. It should be a good game.
That being said, the quality of competition that you faced the last 2 weeks, UNLV, they might be a good football team, but they're not of the caliber of Utah or TCU. Does that make things a little easier?
You know, I don't know. I think they have some great athletes on the outside. You know, with by this time in the year, I was telling some guys on the defense, I've probably seen more UNLV tape than they have on offense, and I know that they got some guys that can get up down the field on the outside. And Omar's a good quarterback, and he can make some things happen when he gets some space. And I think it's something you got to watch out for. And on the defensive side of the ball, they got some athletes too up front, some big guys, and we just got to come out and play our best football. I mean, it really doesn't matter who we play. You saw what we did against Colorado State, come around and kind of mess around in the first half and kept them in the game. So I think it really just comes down to what we do and executing the plays that we get called.
Well, let me put it this way. Do you feel like you're better prepared for this game having played Utah and TCU the last couple of weeks?
You know, yeah, competition makes you better, and I think it's playing a team like TCU and Utah, you have to bring your best stuff to be in the game. And, you know, obviously we fell short of that and didn't do what we needed to do. But, you know, I think it's different every week, and you just go out and play your best football.
Ernie, same question on the defensive side of the ball, having played TCU and Utah the last couple of weeks. Does the defense feel better prepared for this game?
I mean, somewhat, but, you know, like Ryan was saying, UNLV poses a lot of different problems. Omar's probably the most athletic quarterback we're going to face all year. Tim Cornette's running very hard. Their O-line plays very well as a unit. They're very much improved over the last year. And like Coach has been saying, they've improved over every game this season, which is typical with a program under a first-year coach. So Coach Bobby Hawk has been playing good football, and, you know, so we're going to be prepared. We got to be prepared, or else because it's going to be a good game.